Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
Can you squeeze one at a time?
I don't know how to do that. I can do it when I'm not thinking about it. The mic's gonna hide my tits though. Give them what they want. It's funny you do this like with your head. You always do like I don't even know what it is. You. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Exactly.
Oh, it's hot in here today. Exciting drive up though. Thanks for that.
Very exciting.
It was extra Mario Kart today. Welcome to Shirtless Tuesdays.
It's Thursday.
They're watching this on a Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
Why are we shirtless right now?
Because tits out for Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
What are you doing for Pride?
I'm doing it.
Being shirtless?
Being shirtless in LA.
No, I had to unbutton the bottom or the top button on my pants.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the muffin top effect.
What's wrong with a muffin top?
Nothing's wrong with a muffin top. I actually quite enjoy a muffin top. I don't like to have a muffin top.
Okay.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah, of course.
You know, a lot of people tune in for the first time and might not know this about us, but you know, what are your likes when you're talking about men though? Because they might not know. So sometimes you gotta be a little repetitive.
I mean,
you love a chest.
I love it. Of course, I love a chest. Yeah. I like a little something to hold on to for sure.
What does that mean?
Just something a little around here. I don't want
because that could be like
stick
shift or
I don't like chiseled abs. You know, it's too.
You don't like chiseled abs.
No. We've talked about this, but yeah, I don't want like rock hard.
But you could still have chiseled abs and still have.
Yeah, but I want it to be that. I don't want to just like see like stone. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Like when I'm cuddling or if I'm like laying on you or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I want that person to like.
Yeah.
And then get people in the comments that are like, when they're talking about you, they're like, he's built like a brick house. The brick house saying corn, whatever. Like talking about the shit being like, oh, there's no way, like the way they look, there's no way they'd like that. It's like,
but I'm not built like a brick house.
And we don't have to be what we're attracted to. Like it's in the way that people think that's not
Isn't it
possible.
more often that you're attracted to something that you're not?
Yeah, of course.
I would imagine.
Well,
for me,
it goes both ways though. Then you see like gays that are like,
I want to be attracted to myself, then I'll look in the mirror.
Yeah. Well, how many gay guys have you seen that like are identical? They look like twins.
People think Matt and me they think we're twins.
You guys look nothing alike.
I can't tell you how many times people have asked us if we're twins.
I used to get that with my ex a lot.
See?
But I was in high school and we were both like similar in weight and like dressed exactly the same. Yeah. But like, no, you guys don't know.
Would you rather look like your significant other or your dog? Because there's people that look like their dogs too.
Well, I have a cat. My cat, she's beautiful, beautiful pussy. So I'd rather look like my beautiful pussy. Yeah. I don't think I can be shirtless this whole episode.
I'm actually quite comfortable now.
Are you?
Yeah.
I wish there's a fan.
A fan. Bring me a fan. It's hot. I can't even begin to think. I need a fan. Gay.
Gay?
You gay.
This gay.
Gay. This gay.
This gay.
This gay. That gay.
That eyes up here.
That gay.
Up here.
They're so big and hairy. How does nobody...
Big and hairy.
Big and hairy tits. That's actually I do like hairy titties.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He likes hairy titties.
I like hairy titties. I love a good ring around the nipple. I kind of have a ring around the nipple. They're not thick enough. I should trim them.
Listen, Pride is more than just titties and
It's not though. It's also a nice peach. I love a nice soft peach. I like a firm peach, but I also like to like grab it.
I like a ripe peach. I like a little firm and just right. Just right.
Enough to grab and like open up. You got to split it open.
You don't want like two little rock hard buns.
No. Because then like you can't, there's nothing to grab onto. I mean, I'm not going to say no, but never refuse a peach.
Never refuse a peach.
In other news, this is our first sober podcast. We have entered sobriety.
That's Cali sober. It's different.
Cali sober?
Yeah.
I don't know this term.
California sober.
But I get that, but why is it California sober?
Just kind of like the way of life out here. He said it when he was setting up court setup, when we were setting up the cameras, right? It's like It's just California sober. It's like the way of life out here, where it's like everybody does it. Everybody smokes pot. It's not like a drug or like alcohol to people. Really, it's like, oh, it's weed. It's just weed. So it's California
Yeah.
sober. It's like I'm sober. Like all I do is smoke weed.
Yeah.
It's just weed.
Well, smoking is bad. We shouldn't promote smoking. Smoking is bad. Gay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to be intoxicated, but I do like a little, like take the edge off.
Yeah.
Speaking of gay, last week we were super gay and super Cali sober. I feel like you want to say super califragilistic.
We smoke so much though, and I can't do it. I can't.
I'm talking about after this, right? When we went to WeHo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was fun. We should tell that story because it was
That was our pride.
was our pride.
That's how we did our pride.
All in about 3 hours. But no, that's the kind of experience I think that it was a. I mean, I'm gonna sound cheesemo here, but you have those experiences with friends, and those become memories, and then those memories become history.
Yeah.
And then that's what true relationships and friendships are built on, right? Like we went out after we shot here in the studio, and we always kind of kill some time and have a meal or drink somewhere until traffic dies down. And we ended up in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
And everywhere I feel like, weren't there people just walking past us with the joint?
Everywhere.
Like, kind of like you were saying.
It's
You
everyone.
would smell it, and I just made me really want a joint.
Yeah.
And so I pulled out my phone and I looked up the nearest dispensary, right? And there was one 2 doors down.
Right there.
Right, I did, and it didn't look like a dispensary. It's West Hollywood, so it's like fucking pink and bright and colorful. And then not only was it a dispensary, and there's probably a lot of people listening to this and they're like, no fucking shit, like they do this all the time,
Like it's
right?
brand new to us.
I was like,
whoa.
and yeah, so we go to the dispensary and we got our joint. We just did one. We're like, oh, we got to be responsible. We're just gonna have a little joint. Super mega deal. What was it, like $8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Fuck.
Always in the
I'm
middle of a
sorry.
point.
Okay.
All right, back to the show. I've been instructed not to put my shirt on. I really want to put my shirt on, but I'm not going to.
I do too. Let's see how long we can be uncomfortable.
The problem is if I load all this footage to my computer and I don't like the way we look, then we don't have an episode.
Fuck, if I put your shirt on. Put your shirt on.
I mean, we'll have a episode to put on Apple Podcasts, but not on the Tube of Views.
But no one will watch. You don't get to see it.
Okay, wait, what were we talking about? We were talking about being in West Hollywood, right? So we find us this dispensary. We get our $8 on sale joints that the dude's like, real mild, right?
I asked for the lowest possible.
Now, I'm used to when I buy a joint from a dispensary, like going home or sneaking off somewhere and smoking it. Not this place. This place had a smoking floor. So you go upstairs and there was like a bar, people playing cards, just hotboxed immediately as soon as you walk up there. But we sat on the balcony and we got to smoke our joint and have water. It was really awesome.
A little weed lounge.
Yeah,
It was
a little
nice.
weed lounge. It was just a refreshing experience to have from a dude like me who remembers having to call his dealer
I'm putting this
when he
back on.
lived in Southern California to come over and illegally sell us something that just grows from the earth, which is wild. I'm not cooking it in my kitchen, right?
Oh, no. Well,
You're
I am.
putting your shirt on.
Oh, I am. Yeah, it's more comfortable. Am I talking while you are getting dressed, doing your last looks? Well, we got done with that lounge, and this is how you know how intense California weed is compared to like the little nibbles of an edible that I take when we smoked it like we were badass and just kept puffing on that thing and left the lounge right in the heart of West Hollywood and immediately just got fucking hit in the face with just like how high we were when we we went outside. Like immediately swept up with people trying to sell us pride flags and like, you know, just like a group of people talking to you immediately, people having conversations with you.
There was a lot of immediate pressure, and I felt like
And I kept making.
they looked at us and said, "They're high.
Every time I get high,
Let's sell them
that's-
something."
That's what happens. I swear. Like every time I get high in public, I'm like, weird shit happens. It's like the world knows, and the world's like, we're gonna throw some weird circumstances.
Yeah, but I feel like you brought that. upon
I
yourself.
think
You
I
have
did.
that energy, like engage with me. I have the energy of
I don't think I was looking down. You were paranoid. You're like, I hear footsteps. I hear every footstep.
She was following us.
They're
to the
following
truck,
us.
I'm
We gotta.
telling you. It was. I was pretty.
He
out
could
there.
not shut up. You wouldn't shut up. The entire just fucking paranoid.
I do get that way.
Paranoid. It was cute. It was funny. I get it.
I'm used to being high, like in my safe little bubble.
Of course.
And there was a lot of, and that was not mild.
Yeah.
That was wild.
No, I asked for the lowest possible. That shit was so strong, and
but it was fun.
it just makes me wonder how I used to like. I'm only 27, but like it makes me wonder how like in high school or whatever I could like get so blazed and drink alcohol with friends and like go out, go to San Francisco, walk around the streets, like laugh, go do fun shit,
Yeah.
go to the beach. Like I didn't care. I could get so stoned. Now I get like a little bit high and I get like I have to get the panic attack over with first.
Yeah.
Wait till it comes down a little bit.
But don't you think that has something to do with the weed getting
Stronger? I mean, maybe,
stronger,
but I was
but
smoking
the
strong weed then.
strands-
I was smoking some strong pot.
Yeah,
then.
it's all relative.
All I know is it was too much,
That was,
and it was
what,
funny.
10 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a lot.
has changed in 10 years.
it
in
has.
the marijuana industry.
It
Cannabis.
was fun. I had a lot of fun with you though.
We walked.
We
We walked a lot.
walked.
It was good. We got steps in. We had a lot of free water.
Yeah,
You got to see West Hollywood in the daytime because the last time we were there, we went out at night.
Yeah.
Your first time in WeHo, we went out at night. It was all music and roaring, and it was fun. But you got to see the Abbey with people just sitting,
Yeah.
and having a cocktail versus standing.
and
Not
us
dancing.
scurrying into places and then scurrying out because we were too overwhelmed by the noise and the amount of people. I think being out in an atmosphere like that, I'd prefer a drink rather than getting blazed. Getting
Really?
blazed was just like, whoa, like everything was too much. If I had like a couple drinks, I'd feel like loose and be like, yeah, like I'm chilling. Like,
Loose.
feel loose. All right. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. No one cares about how high we got, getting paranoid in WeHo.
Then why the fuck are they listening? Because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's
Yeah.
pride. That's I guess that's how
Should
we
be
celebrate our
proud of
pride.
everything you do.
I'm proud of how high I got.
This sounds dumb, but I am proud of us for trying something new.
I agree.
That sometimes it's easy to go to the same places, do the same things, eat the same food, hang out with the same people. But when you cross that threshold and say, "Oh, I'm going to try this instead," we look at the experience we had.
This is your episode. I talk a lot.
This
I
is
don't
not
shut up.
my
This is I
episode.
talk so much, and now this is.
I'm well aware of how much
yeah,
you talk.
but
in
you
our-
are a historical gay, and you and I am of the newer generation.
Dinosauric.
So
Listen, a while back, when I say a while back, I'm going to say like maybe 5 years ago or so.
Yeah.
I'd considered doing a podcast, and I thought, I'm not good at speaking. I'm not good at storytelling. I'm not good at conversation. These are all things
not
that,
true.
well, these are all things that I struggle with in real life, in social situations. I have a lot of social anxiety.
Yeah.
So I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. Then flash to you and I talking about, oh, let's do a podcast. And I thought, oh, it's going to be fun. Yeah. But I don't know what I'm going to have to say. And then we talked about like maybe having a guest. And then I really got in my head and thought, I'm not going to say a goddamn thing if there's 3 people in the room because that's my comfort zone.
Mhm.
2 people are talking. I just kind of shut up and, don't say anything. So my point is, in saying all that, is that when you talk a lot, which you do, you talk a lot.
Got it.
I become the listener. I like to listen and absorb. I think it's equally as important as somebody who talks. Just because I'm not speaking, if you're speaking and nobody's listening, then what you're saying is invalid. The fact that I am listening to you is part of the podcast.
Yeah.
So if I'm over here quiet, looking good in my tank top and my hat backwards,
Yeah,
you
but I
gotta
do
let
not
me
want a
do that.
podcast to be just me, blah, 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 and then I get
Well,
angry,
then
and then
maybe you
people are
should
like,
shut up and let me talk.
Exactly. People look at me and they're like, "What the fuck
What?
is this guy?
Sorry, but
This
oh,
guy
that is
complaining and
so much
bitching."
nicer. Yeah, but everyone's always going to say something like that. Everyone's going to.
But I've become the gay that I have despised. The gay. I've become the gay,
The gay?
that I can't stand.
The gay?
The bitchy gay that complains.
Yeah, but I don't. think that's who you are.
No, it's not who I am.
And I think that the people who watch and listen to our podcast
Of
understand
course,
that.
Of course.
It's just the people on the reels.
The reels, they see a very
Which we
small
love you
part.
guys too.
Of course I do. Well, some of them. Most of them.
But you are a young gay.
I am well, apparently not, according to some people.
You haven't hit 30 yet.
No. Still got a couple years in me.
But being a young gay, I want to know how you feel about the history of gay people and gay rights and all that versus how I felt about it when I was your age.
The history.
The history, but like how we got to where we are. Because I would imagine being your age,
Yeah.
you come into the world, you grew up in the Bay Area, you live in Southern California. I know you've done some traveling too, lived in other cities, Denver and where was it out? The Cottonwood, Arizona.
That's where I was born. Lived outside the country.
So like you've traveled.
Yeah.
But when we are in our cities, when we are in our safe havens, our sanctuary cities, our sanctuary state, it's very easy to feel safe all the time.
Totally.
You might have little pockets of traveling here or there and you feel like, oh, I don't know if I feel safe, but I've never felt that way in California.
Yeah.
I felt that way in South Dakota.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever felt it.
Huh.
But I guess my question is, does it ever cross your mind how you are able to feel that sense of who you are and live who you are?
Of course. I think it's easy to take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
I had a weird upbringing when my stepdad was in the picture for like my early life. And I came out at a really young age. I came out at 11 and he wasn't in the picture past like maybe 8 years old. Whatever. Those are trivial details, but would not have been a safe environment then. But then like getting out of that, being raised by my grandma, living with my grandma and my grandpa in the Bay Area, like super loving, supportive. So I'm really grateful that I grew up in California, that I had a supportive family that completely understood me and got it. I knew who I was at a really early age. And I may like joke and bitch around on the podcast about that kind of, just when I may look like I take it for granted, right? When I talk about these certain things, sometimes I also just talk because I know it's going to get like a clickable thing on Instagram.
Such a fucker.
I'm a product of my environment. I am fully social justice, love, peace, freedom, acceptance. Like that's who I am. I owe it to California. I owe it to the Bay Area for sure for kind of shaping me in that way, knowing what other people deal with and what other people go through. Like I said, I was really aware of who I was at an early age, and I can't take that for granted because there's so many people that probably also did, but just did not feel safe, not feel free to. So that's something about my generation that people my age, people younger are still going to face that. Like even in California, it doesn't matter. It's your family. Like there's plenty of people and plenty of families that are not going to accept them. But I'm lucky I grew up in a time that I did, where it's not like I wasn't the forefront of the people that were fighting for it, where it was really, extra controversial.
And I guess my question would be, what are the differences? Okay, so you're talking more about acceptance.
Yeah.
What about on the side of liberties and rights, right? Because so let me give you an example. When my first gay anything was when I left home in Colorado and moved to Southern California. And I started spending time in West Hollywood. All the places we went to, there's my stomping grounds. And one of my first jobs, little odd jobs, I worked at Tower Records, of course, but another little odd job I had was I worked at Stonewall Coffee on Santa Monica Boulevard. And I didn't know I was just like a coffee shop, right? I met somebody who knew somebody and walking by and applied for a job and got it like right there on the spot. So it wasn't a big deal to me. As I spent more time in West Hollywood, I learned what Stonewall was. It's nothing I had ever heard of. And even once I learned what Stonewall was, it didn't really register to me the significance of Stonewall. And so when I dug a little deeper, realizing that, was it 68 or 69, whenever Stonewall was, there were no rights. Like there were bars that, you couldn't even serve alcohol to a gay person. There's a point in time not too long ago that it was against the law to dress against your gender identity. So like, there's a lot of things that we take for granted that we don't even think of. Like if you wanted to wear a dress, you would not even think twice about wearing a dress. You wouldn't have to worry about suffering any major consequence.
Depending where you
Losing a
are.
job,
Yeah.
having your house burned down or getting beaten up or things like that. Like we live in these cities and we forget
Yeah.
that people before us
And
paved the way.
people outside of here, other states, other places, it's,
Yeah. And
yeah.
you think about it, we've lived in a lot of small towns,
Yeah.
my family. And we've always been, for the most part, welcomed and treated fairly and equally, Um,
Yeah.
But we have, we've moved to Colorado, we moved to Arizona, and those are relatively safe places still. And I think there's a lot of other places in this country that don't feel as safe.
Of course.
And I think that a lot of times people might not realize what it's really like.
I think it's easy to fall into that.
Yeah.
And
So that
lose
is
your
something you
clear.
think about.
Yeah, of course I do. I don't think about it all the time, and I think that's something
No,
you're
neither
making me
do
really
I.
know that I should be grateful for, right? Like, how lucky am I to not have to think about that? How lucky am I to
Yeah.
wake up and be myself completely and not really have to think about it?
Yeah.
Unless I am, like you said, in another place, another town, and I'm holding hands with somebody, my boyfriend, whatever,
Yeah.
like, and then you're like, oh, wait, I don't.
You kind of fit. And that in
think about
itself
it.
says how much more
Which I
we
still
have
honestly
to
do think about a little. You know, that's not true. I do think about that a little bit in the town I live in.
Yeah.
Just because there are a lot of MAGA fucking
Yeah.
people there.
Or you're gonna get those people everywhere.
But no one's like, there. I'm not afraid for my safety
Yeah.
for the most part. But yeah, I think I think it also has a lot to do with how online I was as a kid. So at
Mhm.
11 years old, when I came out, like I saw that stuff. We connected about it, you and I, about on one of those episodes when I was talking about Katy Perry and like her
Oh, yeah.
firework video, and like
Yeah.
kind of seeing like two guys kissing in a music video was like a pretty big deal to me. And I grew up with like,
It's interesting.
yeah, I grew up with
Because
that.
I didn't even blink an eye when I saw that.
Yeah, for me though, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
like because I was in Arizona.
And
know.
I was in Hollywood,
Yeah.
surrounded in gay.
Yeah.
So it's like that different.
weird,
You're
yeah.
not immersed in it.
No. But I
It's
saw
a
that
lot
and I
more
was online,
shocking.
and I think that also kind of goes to like where we're at now, where there is a whole other level of acceptance because we've never been more connected and disconnected,
Mhm.
quite frankly, but really connected online. So I think a lot of young kids are exposed to stuff that they're interested in: makeup, music, dancing, which doesn't mean it's gay, but like at least these
No.
people, people are more in tune with who they are.
Yeah, I
Period.
think that people forget what gay used to not even mean gay, right? We know that.
Yeah, of course.
But gay in today's terms is a like for the same sex.
Yeah.
It's not something you put on. It's
Yeah.
not something you wear.
No.
It's not the way you sound. That's not gay.
No.
They're gay.
But I think that's a big thing for me. Is social media. That makes a lot of sense for connecting a lot of gay people too. I think it connects
Yeah.
a lot of gay people, and why there's up and down. I don't know if it's going to make any sense or why it's even worth talking about, but we're talking just conversation's sake. Like why so many gay people get so angry or caught up on the same thing is because we all are connected, and then it kind of becomes like a little bit of like this group mindset a little
Well, it's
bit.
a little bit of a bubble.
But it's like that for everything. It's not just gays. That's any
not, it's
facet.
everything.
I mean, look at the MAGA fucking side of the internet. They are
Yeah.
like, I like to just stir the pot a little bit. But my stirring the pot is also not being like, fuck this demographic of people, or but like I think like my way of stirring the pot is by just saying words that are triggers to people. I don't know why, but I get it, because even I
But
say,
why
fuck,
say the
like,
words as triggers
if I say
you don't have like what's the intent?
because I want to start conversation. So if I say a word woke, and I made that comment that really made some people upset, where I'm like, I'm not woke.
You hear all those people just pop off?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard them all.
I said that, or if I say something like I like Gwen Stefani or some bullshit, right? Like it rubs people a certain way. And
It's a
in
lot of
reality,
pack
I
mentality.
say it is a
But I
pack
feel like
mentality.
I'm going to speak personally. I'm not going to lump myself in with any liberals out there, but I know I have certainly fallen victim to that, of like hearing maybe a liberal point of view or something and getting worked up when I don't agree with something somebody else says.
Yeah.
And I think it's just being aware of it.
being aware
of it, but also not putting energy into it. Like we all have a right to have our opinions.
Yeah.
If we are treating each other with respect, you give it, you get it. So if I can treat somebody who is I don't want to say it, but conservative MAGA Republican with respect, it doesn't mean I have to respect them. It means you treat them with respect. You be civil. They are human beings. They are influenced and led on to what they believe because of what they've consumed or who they're around.
Yeah.
It's no different than I am. I see it very differently than they do.
Of course.
They see it very differently than I do. Where's the fucking middle ground? Where does it ever end? I look at what I believe in as not hurting anybody else.
Yeah.
I look at what they believe in as hurting other people, taking rights away from other people. They don't see that.
Yeah.
Is there any penetrating that bubble?
I don't think so.
But if our energy is spent there instead of just having a conversation,
Yeah.
I think conversation is the way to
Conversations, it's the only thing we have.
to
Like,
break down.
it's hard to
It's
say what the
also-
right or wrong approach is,
Yeah.
right? But kindness is the best approach. If I make a comment, like I said, when I was like, I'm not woke, again, I was trying to kind of stir the pot a little because I was picking my words the right way. And my point when I said that too is like, I was like, I'm not woke, more or less, meaning I didn't need a word to define like who I already am, right? Because that's just how I was from birth. Like I was born woke, I guess, is what I'm saying. I've
Yeah.
always been, but I just didn't think that I needed a word for it. But then I appreciate the people that came and met me with the comments that were like, actually, like this term originated from the Black community at this point in time to represent, social injustice and being aware of the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Like that's, again, like
But that's conversation.
that's conversation. That's it.
They're-
And that's what I'm
they're-
grateful for.
yeah.
I'm grateful for people that can have that rather than like immediately taking it as an attack and then getting really angry
Very
at me.
defensive. Yeah.
Because we're on the same side.
But
Like,
that's
we are
kind of what
very
I'm
much on the
talking
same
about.
side.
I have certainly been in that place where I am on the attack. I've pissed off because somebody
we all
says
have.
something and nothing good ever comes of it.
No, it's
Yeah.
being chronically online. It's an illness. It is. I'm not even kidding. Like it's an illness no matter who you are. The fucking people in my family that are conservative Republicans that are chronically online feeding their mental illness
Yeah.
can go both ways. You can be on any side of the internet and you're just sucking in that brain rot. You're sucking in
extreme.
these things that are fed to you, and you just got to like remove yourself from it completely and just look at it with your eyes, your own eyes, listen to it with your own ears, and form your own opinion
Yeah.
and your own judgment. People that come into our comments are like, well, all the comments say this, so I'm going to assume this about the podcast is crazy. I already said it, and we're probably going to make a reel about it or other thing I said it. But like, nonetheless, think for yourself. Like you're
Yeah.
your own human
You can't
being.
worry about what other people.
No,
not-
because if we did, we
You
wouldn't
can't control
have.
what other people
If
think.
we didn't, we wouldn't have pride, and we wouldn't have the freedoms we have now. If people were just following what other people told them that they thought they were, or became who people think they are, you do your own fucking thing. You do your own thing. You be your own person, and people are going to assume things about you no matter what. They were always going to make assumptions about you. That's okay, because you just got to be proud to be who you are.
Be out and proud
Be out and proud.
and as gay as you can be.
Yeah, know who you are and just approach people with respect and kindness. I think that's what pride is to me. And this pride did start as a protest, and I'm not diminishing that. I do think that there are points where we can be grateful and we can celebrate, and that's, again, balance, where you can be happy and grateful for where we've come, because we have, I think, even though we're in a very trying times, I think we have come far. Like, I have to be grateful that I am not the age I am now in the 80s dealing with what I might have to deal with to just be myself, with my partner, going out,
Yeah.
going to the clubs, doing a podcast, talking about being gay, talking about gay sex, talking about romance. So I have to appreciate and celebrate where we're at. But also I do acknowledge that there's work to be done. And
Yeah.
so when I make a comment like whatever, woke, if I make a comment whatever, like that is, it's just, it just comes from a place of discussion. I think if you're going to join in and tune in with us, know that nothing we ever say is set in stone. Like, I'm not a journalist. I'm not a newscaster.
He's speaking for himself.
Okay.
I
Well,
might, I might say
opinions
some
might.
things.
Well, yes, of course, some things that we really are passionate about, but in general, like, this is a conversation.
It
So I
is,
think
it's
some
a-
people listen to what we say and they're
Think of it as you're shooting the shit with your friend.
exactly.
That's what like.
But people really
and-
take us seriously sometimes.
Well, that's because
which I should be grateful
we
for.
have a platform,
What? Because
you know, and
not even a platform. It's like, is our opinion any different because we have a camera on us and we have like a nice professional little
Yes.
background we get to use? Does that really mean that our what we say is that much more important?
I think that
No.
you would be mistaken if you thought people didn't think that.
I think mistake people didn't think that,
that.
but I think that's the craziness about being online, right? Like, that's why I play into it. I'm not going to deny it. Like I said, we're hypocrites. Like, we're going to be hypocrites, and that's kind of the fun of it because we're also just human.
Will you stop lumping me in with
Okay,
your...
I'm a hypocrite and I'm human.
When I feel I'm being a hypocrite, I would call myself a hypocrite.
No, but it's just an interesting world, and I'm going off into the weeds a little bit. I know. It's about
we
pride.
always go off in the weeds. But listen, about pride, I feel like everything that you've said, you would not be able to say as a gay man if it wasn't for pride. If it wasn't for the warriors at Stonewall, if it wasn't for the guy I learned about last night, Frank Kameny, who got fired from his job from being gay and went to the Supreme Court and became this prominent figure in gay rights.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of him.
Plenty of people that we haven't heard of. I
So
wrote down
many
some that I can't
people.
even remember off the top of my head. I'm a little embarrassed to say I don't know, and I
No,
feel like
but
we should know.
That's my point. My point is that we celebrate pride. Pride comes and goes, and to most of the population, pride is it's a celebration, as it should be. But I also think I don't know if there's enough light shed on the road to where we are. It certainly wasn't when I was younger. I didn't, it's not taught in schools.
Yeah.
It's, there's the Smithsonian, all these, there are places you can go and learn about these facts that have been preserved and artifacts and things that, from events, Stonewall and stuff that you can learn about and you can watch for free on YouTube, and it's out there, but you really have to do the work if you want to learn it. And I guess as I'm getting older, I look at pride differently. I once saw it as when I first moved to LA, I was kind of, if I'm being quite honest, a little embarrassed to be associated with it because I was 18. Where I came from, it wasn't a thing. It was something new. And then I got there and it was way more flamboyant and over the top than anything I had ever expected to see.
Yeah.
The fucking internet didn't exist. It's not like I got to see something on my phone and went and experienced it. I went from cowboy boots and cowboy hats and, Wranglers to dudes in Speedos and guys I couldn't stop looking at. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I had a hard time. I really struggled with coming to terms with the fact that was where I felt the most comfortable. Yeah. And then after that, a few years, and that I really felt like that was my safe space. That was my home. I met all my friends, my urban family, and it became more of a party, more of a celebration. But I still didn't understand why pride existed.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of straight people that have why isn't there straight pride? Because they don't fucking know. They never had to go through what our community has gone through and will have to continue going through.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of my point, is that I just, that not that they're around, and there are a lot of them around, but, it's like we should be setting up a lot of people on pedestals at Pride.
Oh, absolutely.
More so than, going to a concert and, and partying. That should be there too.
Of course.
But there should really be
acknowledging and paying homage to the people that got us where we're at. Because there's so many
Can you
to
imagine,
learn about.
though?
So many more that I should know.
Imagine being arrested for just being suspected of being gay.
Yeah.
Or looking the wrong way. Your significant other, I remember before marriage equality, if your significant other was in the hospital dying, you couldn't even see them if it was family only. If you weren't family, you couldn't go in. And that, to a lot of people today, might seem wild, but I remember the marches for marriage equality.
Yeah.
I remember voting, what was it, Prop 8, Prop 6 here in California? Is it Prop 6? Whatever, the marriage equality. Marching in West LA about, in front of the Mormon chapel, because the Mormon church was funneling all this money into trying to keep gay marriage illegal, things like that.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of
And every generation
just in
is gonna be
in
that.
my time.
Every generation's gonna have like their
Yeah.
battles.
But they will. But the battles before my generation were much scarier.
Yeah.
And that we have scary battles right now.
Of
It
course.
is scary that who knows what's going to go on with, the Supreme Court, and we saw what they did to Roe v. Wade. Like,
Yeah.
who knows what can happen? It's not scary.
Our rights are not set in stone.
But we're stronger together, and there's a lot more of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out and proud and vocal and fearless than there was back, when I was a kid, or in the 60s, or I don't know. Just acknowledging.
Yeah, I think it's good.
We can lighten it up a little bit.
It
now.
doesn't. I don't think it's a heavy. I think it's a good. It's what
It
today's
is, it
episode is about.
is.
And not every episode we have is always going to be armpits and ass and feet and
Well, then
being silly.
fuck this podcast now.
Shut up. No, it's important. It's
Wait,
important.
we started this fucking podcast shirtless.
Yeah, and it's also an intergenerational conversation, right? We say that, and
It
you and I
is.
happen to
That's
agree
why
on
I
a
was
lot of
asking you,
things. We
yeah.
happen to agree on a lot of things, but there are like different. We grew up different. Like we had different lifestyles, different times, and the world was very different.
How old were you in 2015?
15 or 16. Why?
Because that's when marriage equality
2013.
was 13.
Because I remember being in New York City with my grandma for my first time, and it was the day I saw Phantom of the Opera, and it was like marriage equality, and we were in the hotel room, and they were like, marriage equality legal in all 50 states. It was right before I went into high school.
Okay.
So 2013,
Well,
maybe
how old were
right
you
at the
then?
beginning of 2014. So that's
How
about
old were you?
14 probably. 13, 14. Yeah, it's about 14.
I know a lot of people that evolved on that very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly evolved on their stance for not supporting it
Yeah.
into supporting it.
It was a fucking long way. Going back to when it was considered a mental illness specifically. That's
Yeah.
it. Being gay is, and that is still something that's being battled right now. People talk about trans being a mental illness.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Like what a horrible way to treat
They-
people, knowing what we are, who we are.
The documentary, little film that I watched from the Smithsonian last night talked about the woman who fought to get that removed as a mental illness.
Yeah.
That was all part of it, and she was lesbian.
So I need to know more. This is my history
That's-
that I feel
I
like a
tell you,
bad gay for not knowing more of our history, which is so important.
Yeah.
And it's like a month.
It's
It's
interesting
Pride Month,
too.
and maybe I should commit to Pride Month, paying more attention and learning more. But at the same time, like it's a month and it goes on beyond just a month. I was just watching this thing that
The month is the time to party.
it was on party, but I was watching this thing. I think I sent it to you. It was like Morgan Freeman was asked a question about an interview
You
a
sent
while
it to
back.
me?
Yeah, a while back, and he was like asked a question about like Black History Month.
Uh-huh.
And the guy was kind of like, I can't even remember, so don't take it for it's verbatim, but like Morgan Freeman was just like, why I don't want Black History Month. Like, why would I limit my culture and my history to 1 month? Why would you give me 1 month? And I got it. Like at first I was like, that's interesting. But like, no, I get it. Cause it's like, it is good to celebrate, of course. But at the same time, it's like history goes back more than just like, oh, this is your allotted time. This is all we get. Let's celebrate. Let's advertise. Let's make money.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about Pride, though. It's like this Pride month is your party month. Like
Yeah.
celebrate a party, but it is really something you have to embrace and be a part of every day.
Yeah. It's like a reminder.
It's your life.
Yeah.
It's our life. It's who we are.
Yeah.
Soberly turns to his computer to see if he has any other notes. Unless you are still talking about Pride. I don't know. You're pretty gay, so you probably have a lot of things to talk about.
I always have gay things to talk about. Okay.
I'm done with my notes.
Wow.
We hit them all.
That was fucking, that was
well,
quick.
I mean, we didn't go as far deep into like the physical, like actual physical health and being an attraction that I wanted to go to, but you seemed a little not about that this episode. So we're
I'm
not
fully
always going to
about
be
that.
about armpits.
No,
and,
I can
and
talk
feet.
about that. I just meant that we can be more than that. We can talk deeper than that.
I enjoyed our talk about like fetishes that we have, or
Yeah.
like the foot thing, or I know
I can't not touch it.
it's right in your face. We know that
Right
you
in my
can't
face.
resist touching things that are in your face.
No.
Yeah, we were talking about. I don't know. I enjoyed the gooning. I really
Yeah.
enjoy that, especially the watching.
You enjoy
it back.
gooning? I know. It's fun.
It's growing on me.
Gooning's growing on me.
Especially when I have headphones on in the car and I look over and you're like at somebody out the window. It looks like you're gooning. That's what almost the entire way, pulling yourself up onto your steering wheel so you can see. You got to get bigger tires. You need to get a lift kit on your little car. That would be badass.
I'm just caught up on your impression of me driving. Dude,
What
but I
about
got us here
bodies?
safe. God, this is one of those.
Safe. I'm delayed. I'm on a 5-minute delay.
I think we both are. That's what happens when you have a sober cup podcast episode.
So maybe we do an unpopular opinion. Give a minute to think about it, and then we do one of the comments we've. Hold on, he's bored. Bored gay.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
One of the comments that we have gotten a couple times are viewers who watch us and don't know who the fuck we are. And so they would like to be enlightened. Who are we? Let's introduce ourselves like it's the first podcast. I'll let you go first. I'll match your speed.
Hello, I am Jeffrey Silk. I'm 27 years old, currently reside in Southern California. I am 5'10", 165 pounds. It's like
I'm keeping a straight face.
It's like an audition reel. And I'm a homosexual.
Very.
And I don't know what else to say. They want to know about me?
Okay.
What do you want to know about me?
Well, hold on. Let me give my spiel, and then I'll go back to you.
Give me your spiel.
He wants me to talk, and he doesn't want me to talk. Hello. I am Blue Hamilton. I am 47, father of 2, married, and I am, what would you say your height? I am 5'11", and weigh 180 pounds. I'm guessing.
You got to be like 6 foot. There's no way you're 5'11". I'm
technically 5'11" and 3/4, but that sounds stupid. But I'm not 6 foot.
Yeah.
I'm good with 5'11". I like 5'11". Everyone feels like they need to be taller.
I do. I'm 5'9", but I say I'm 5'10".
Sometimes when you wear thick soles, it throws me off. Or if I don't have shoes on and you do, I was like, whoa, it's tall. Okay. Now we got that out of our way. Okay. What is your sign?
Nothing
People care about
us. Gemini.
I don't know what that means. I'm Sagittarius.
Gemini and Sag. It's an air sign and a fire sign.
What was the number one song when you were born? Like a Billboard Hot 100 song?
Britney Spears.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I felt bad for you.
Why? Feel bad for me because of Britney? That's iconic. It's great. I'm happy about it.
What was the number one song in June 3rd, 1999?
He thought I was that young.
Oh, in 99, that makes sense. It would be Britney Spears, probably. No! Living La Vida Loca.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, Ricky Martin. I had an interaction with Ricky Martin one time.
Okay.
I was working the register at Tower Records, and he was doing an in-store for the Livin' La Vida Loca album. And there was like a stage erected in the center of the store where he was, I think that's like people walked up on the stage and got his autograph, and it was like a backdrop. It's kind of how I remember it. And I was working with my friend Steph. We were at the registers together. We got in so much trouble together, but she was like, "Hey, Blue, he keeps looking at you." And I looked over and he was looking at me, but I had blue hair, not looking at me for any other reason than he's looking at my hair, right? Whatever. And then afterwards, when the in-store was over, before he left, the staff got to go through and like say hi and get his autograph and everything. And when I walked up and shook his hand, he was like, "Hey, I like your hair." And I was like, "Oh, you should do too." I was so fucking nervous, right? The whole staff took a group photo with Ricky Martin. And as I was like getting ready for the photo, he came up right next to me. And so it's me and him and then all the staff around us. I have it somewhere. Maybe I'll show it right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my Ricky Martin story.
It's a good gay pride story.
It is a gay pride story.
It's a gay pride story.
But I will say that he was very kind, and not in a gay, flirty way. He was just a kind person, which I always respect when somebody of that magnitude can be kind.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people wanting shit from you, and if you can still like tone it down. That's why I like Taylor Swift. I know you like to rag on her for other reasons, but she's a really kind person.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate I
Chaperone.
appreciate kindness. Kind? Why do you bring her up so much? You love to just bring her up.
I just say words.
She, as the kids say, she lives rent free in your head.
So your number one song was, on June 3rd, 1999, number one song in the U.S. was Livin' La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Did you look mine up?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I was going to until I was told not to.
What was the number one song November 27th, 1978? November 27th, 1978, the number one song on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 was MacArthur Park, Donna Summer.
You win.
You got to be shitting me.
You win.
What is your favorite food to eat sober? If you're sober, what do you eat?
My sober food?
Yes, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Stop Googling answers.
I'm not Googling answers for what I like to eat. Mediterranean.
It's specific.
Mediterranean food. Like chicken shawarma.
Okay.
Tzatziki, hummus, like that kind of stuff. I love fresh
rice,
cucumbers, tomatoes. Like, love all that kind of stuff. So
did you ever go to Garbanzo when it was around?
No.
Oof, they had them in Phoenix. It was so good. It was like a kind of like a Subway version that you go by. They have plates and stuff, but you could go down like a Chipotle rather.
Yeah.
And pick what you wanted. It was so good.
No.
And then they closed. If I'm sober, I think I would probably go with like a steak, potato, salad.
Can't go wrong. Man likes
Just
his meat.
Well, like a protein, and maybe chicken, but I like a clean protein, salad, greens, earthy protein, nothing heavy. All right. High. What do you eat? Favorite thing to eat when you're high?
My favorite thing to eat when I'm high is watermelon. I like how
that actually is so good. It's good.
So good.
Wet.
On that and on fucking acid was like some of the best
fucking
experience.
Acid. Not just acid. Fucking acid.
No, doing it on acid like in San Francisco.
Yeah.
During sunset, eating some frozen watermelon is like a memory that's always lived in my head.
Yeah.
But watermelon when you're high is just like dry cotton mouth. It's refreshing. It's be a good watermelon. It has to be nice and sweet. What is your favorite food to eat when you're high?
I have two.
Yeah.
Bossa Nova. Brazilian food.
Ooh.
There was one right across the street from the Abbey, and it's all under construction now. I don't know if that one moved, but there was another one on Sunset. It's so good. The rice and beans, and then the chicken. That kind of cuisine.
Yeah.
Like a heavy,
yeah,
filling, but super flavorful. Or spaghetti and meatballs.
None of these are bottom meals.
No, but that's why you eat watermelon. Bottom. Gay bottom.
Why
Look at me, I'm a bottom.
And why are you making fun of bottoms?
I'm not making fun of bottoms. I'm calling them. Come out wherever
in
you
your
are.
dreams.
Aside from Lana Del Rey, if you could choose your first guest to be here on Musky Trunks, who would it be? Anyone besides Lana.
I get it. Lana would never in a million years.
But why do you think Lana would never? She would love you.
I don't know.
You're her biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm her biggest fan.
Give her more money with how many times you play her songs than anybody else.
Than any of you.
She's hanging from your dashboard.
If any of you think that you like Lana Del Rey, wait.
You could have a few different options for different reasons. Let's say you can have three.
Say Ali X.
Ali X.
Mm-hmm. Ali X is just really impressive songwriter, singer, performer. And I've loved her journey. I love to see just like how she has stories about like producers like laughing in her face with her when she first started, and like how she's kept trying, and she's got fucking brilliant music. Like she's really
I like her.
She's a brilliant woman.
She's a good
and she got her
songwriter.
start in her 40s. Like that's fucking fun to me. That's like not her start. She had her start way later, but like she found success later on in life, and
It's kind of like Sarah Paulson.
Yeah, I love Sarah Paulson.
Yeah,
I love Sarah Paulson. But I think that'd be a good, because I just somebody
they
that can
call
talk
those
to.
late bloomers.
Late bloomers. I'd like to talk to her. Lexi Liu. It's like a really famous Chinese performer, but self-produced. Like completely makes. And so I'm really interested in like her music, how her style, the way she works. Like the same with like Amara CTK 100. Like she also does her own music, produces her own music. I think like people that are fully involved and like built themselves from the ground up is really impressive to me, especially with like sexy electronic music that I like, or just fun music, electronic. They're not necessarily like instrumentalists, singer specific.
Yeah.
I'd say that'd be if you're going to talk about like pop icons or something like that.
No, it's whoever you want.
I said that, but if I no, but I'm like branching out. If I branch out, probably Kylie Minogue. I really like Kylie Minogue.
She seems really down to earth.
She's so chill. I mean, I can't speak because I don't know her, but like from what you see, from what you hear, like
My friend is her publicist.
she has some longevity, and she is just timeless. She's timeless. She's brilliant.
Longevity without the need for controversy
Yeah.
to keep her afloat.
Yeah.
That's talent.
Yeah. Inspired a lot of people. There's plenty more. Maruv is one. I love her, but that's just its own. Like she's like a Ukrainian Russian sexy music performer. So yeah, there's too many. Tuvalu. I mean, I should say it the right way. Tuvalu. Period. Anyway, tell me, Sheryl Crow.
Well, obviously. But Sheryl Crow because, and I was going to list her last, thanks for ruining it. Sheryl Crow because not only it's like, obviously, I love her, but she's a really smart person. You know, she's a school teacher before she became Sheryl Crow.
I didn't know this.
I don't know, she's very worldly. She's very traveled. She's a rock legend.
Yeah.
The people she's played with, started out with Michael Jackson. You go straight to the fucking top.
Yeah.
But I just know her highs and her lows, and she's a cool chick. I'd want to just smoke a joint with her and hang out.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of respect for her. And then Willie Nelson.
Okay. Yeah.
I really want to get high with Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
I love Willie Nelson. And then probably Barack Obama. I want to get high with him too.
Okay. Wow. That definitely was not the list I was expecting.
Really? No,
Yeah.
Obama, he think about it, like Obama. Obama was a huge deal.
Yeah.
He was the first president to ever say gays should be able to marry.
It's just a
And,
level
and to give him credit, it was Biden, the way I understand Biden's side of the story. It was Biden who was like, he was really the first one on record saying that the gay people should have the right to wed.
Yeah.
And at the time,
Yeah.
I don't know if that was before or after he became vice president with Obama, but
yeah.
I do think that he was a significant force in pushing Obama to embrace it. I don't know exactly how that went, but yeah, he's a significant.
That's interesting.
Historical
All
person.
people, of course. Oh my gosh, don't you? Makes you miss like the level of grace and
integrity, class.
It's all of it. It was just a very different
diplomacy.
time. Oh my gosh,
all the words that we just have. None. We can't.
No,
I want to open that can right now, but it just
during Pride Month and like the White House is doing the fucking like motorcycles and like UFC cage fighting, fucking fireworks and
just
yeah, America.
That's what I mean. We can't. That's another episode. Let's keep it light and positive and gay.
Light, positive, and gay.
Okay, what color are you in the rainbow?
Green.
I would have said the same.
Really?
But why green? Do the colors of the Oh, I have something fun to show. I have the evolution of the gay pride flag.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? You salty bitch. So, 1978. 1979, no pink.
Why'd we remove the pink?
I don't know. Gilbert Baker designed the first pride flag at the request of gay San Francisco mayor, Harvey Milk, of course. It debuted on San Francisco Gay Freedom, right? Okay. 1979, Baker updated the flag the following year, removing 2 stripes. It was the bottom one too. No, it's the dark blue. Maybe for no particular reason. 2017, added the black and brown stripes. People of color. That makes
To
sense.
represent the underrepresented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 2018, we had the trans. And then 2020, you have
Intersex.
Chevron. Chevron is always weird to me. I always think of the gas station. But I don't ever see
Yeah.
this flag here.
I feel like I see the 2018 one
This one?
more than I see the 2021.
Well, that is relatively new,
Yeah.
though.
But it's good. I think
this is the
you
one
see
I
a lot of people
see.
complaining and a lot of gays complaining. Even I was at some point, I was like, why does it keep changing? Like, wasn't it just a rainbow? But I get it. I definitely understand. It's just it's representing everybody. It's just always making a space for everybody, which is what our whole community is
But
about.
I guess my question is like, why are these colors not representative of everybody?
It's a good question. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
But I didn't
I
know.
think it's just the sentiment, the sentiment
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because anything's what you want to make it.
But you know what? We have 5 flags, according to this.
Mhm.
Maybe this is not updated because that was 2021. Choose one.
Yeah, pick whatever you
There's
like.
a flag for everyone. Gay.
When did you know that you were gay?
When did I know?
When did
I
you
was
really
gay?
like? What was one of the first? Or I mean, maybe we didn't know the exact moment. But what's one of the first an early memory you have where you're like, this seems different. Like there's some feelings here.
Well, you always know.
Yeah,
I
but like,
always,
what's your earliest memory?
my earliest memory?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it's associated to Madonna something.
Yeah, I know mine.
What's yours?
I was at a.
How old were you?
It was first grade, so I
Okay.
was very young. I was a kid, but I remember
Okay.
it well because it was a. Well, there's this kid I can't even remember his name, but he had like curly hair, and I just always liked hanging out with him.
Mhm.
But I like really liked him. Like I
You
didn't
really
know what
liked
that meant. I don't know if
hanging
you and how I don't know if that's even a thing. Like when you're that age, you don't really know what that is. It's not like I was a sexual kid. I don't know what I was
but I
doing.
think there's
I
a
don't think I
difference.
knew.
Like your.
But like I liked him, and
Yeah.
I knew I liked him, and then there was like we had like a water
I had
day.
friends that way.
Yeah.
I had friends that I enjoyed hanging out with. That
Yeah. But I really knew it when we did the water park day or whatever, water day, and we were all like going down the water slides together. And I don't know. I guess at that kid, I was like, I like that him more than I like the girls. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't a thought to me. And again, it's first grade, so you're not really thinking those things. But I guess as a kid, like you're experimenting, you're exploring, like you're figuring out. I also did grow up with like parents that didn't fucking censor anything I saw.
Yeah.
So like I did know, and I did see a lot of shit I probably should not have seen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just an early memory. It's just it's like maybe having a little schoolyard crush.
Yeah. I don't think I have a moment where I knew.
Yeah.
I think it's just something that was always in my head.
Yeah.
And I think it probably, grew to be more over time. But even like before I moved to California, like I knew.
Yeah.
I
Enough.
knew. I was scared. I was alone. I didn't, I had my family, but I had nobody that I could identify with or talk to about it. Yeah, but I didn't have like a defining moment where the clouds parted and I thought, I'm gay.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened for me.
I definitely have that was that one day with that Katy Perry song. I think it was a really shockingly funny and stupid, but it was a defining moment for me.
Really?
It was very shine down on me, and I wrote my mom a little note. And I was like, I'm bi. I like handed it to her and I ran out of the house. Like ran away. I was like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna give you time to process it.
It's pretty brave.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was
How
freaking
old
out
were you?
11.
11.
So I gave her that, and
Gosh.
I panicked, and I ran away, and then she actually didn't say anything. She gave me a hug. She's like, I always love you. And I was like, yeah, thank you. And then she didn't say anything about it. And like a week later, she's like, you don't like girls.
She's calling your bluff.
She's like, you're not bi.
Yeah.
I wish I could have told my grandma myself. It's one thing I'm pretty angry at my uncle about, actually, my gay uncle, who should know better.
Yeah.
Is an adult and should know better. You're an adult. You should know that. I came out to him, and we went to see the fucking Katy Perry because it was around that time, her movie.
Oh, Part of Me?
Part of Me,
Yeah.
And we went to see that together, and I like shared it with him in the movie theater parking lot. my gay uncle, and it was like this bonding moment. And I was like, but don't say anything yet. Like, I'm not ready. And then it was on Thanksgiving. And then he immediately told everybody in my
Oof.
family on Thanksgiving.
What?
Yeah. And then my grandma came out and was like, we love you. Like, we accept you. And I was like crying, of course, because it was like a good moment
What a
with my grandma.
dick.
Such a fucking dick move. Yeah.
What a dick.
Somebody who should know.
So, but yeah, to out somebody is no, that's not cool.
And now here I
I'm
am
sorry.
outing him.
Well, that's what you get.
Some gays can be some of the angriest and meanest parts of
Bitter.
very bitter, and it's a part of the community. And I'm sure plenty of people will come to our comments and be like, Jeffrey's one to speak. He's so bitter. He's the definition of a bitter gay.
Hey, that's okay. Embrace who you are.
But again, it's clickbait. Then come actually listen to what I'm talking about, and then you'll get some context. I just want everybody who's in the comments to like come and listen to a full episode of the podcast and see like,
might be
wow,
working against you.
He's really out of context, taken out of context in these posts. I think it would shut them down real quick. But
did I ever tell you about my friend Franny Goldie?
no,
Old friend. Goldie? She's a songwriter. She has written some really incredible songs.
Yeah.
She wrote "Dreaming of You" by Selena.
Oh shit.
Great songs.
Yeah.
That was like well into her career.
Wow.
There's songs before that, like great classic catalog songs. I was talking to her one day. She made a comment about no relationship you have in life is authentic if you are not your authentic self with someone. And we were talking about my grandma. This is what made me think of this, because I wasn't out to my grandma, and I had a boyfriend, and my family knew. My family was like, don't tell grandma. Please don't tell grandma. At the time, my aunt was taking care of her, and it was just like, don't put more on your aunt's plate. Like, you know how your grandma can get. She'll just be a lot. It'll be a lot of emotional stress. And
yeah.
I say, okay. So I was talking to Franny about this, and I was really upset because I was close with my grandma. I love my grandma. And she's like, Blue, you got to do, regardless of what your family's telling you, you got to do what you want and feel right is to do, because your grandmother is going to leave this planet soon. Let's face it, she's your grandmother. She's not going to be around forever. Yeah. And she's not going to know who you are. She'll know a piece of who you are while you're trying to conceal who you really are. And she's like, so, nobody really knows who you are unless you're your authentic self with them. And I sat on that for a while, and I was like, you're right. So I called my grandma and came out to her, and she didn't understand it, but she accepted it. And she told me, like, almost word for word, that's how she told me. And she said, I love you. You're my grandson. So it was quite a long time after that she passed. Yeah. But now that she's gone, I can't imagine not having told her and not being able to introduce her to my husband, which we weren't married at the time, but nonetheless, like, she got to meet him. She got to be a part of my life in a way that I otherwise wouldn't have. She lived in Vegas, and I was always in Vegas. I used to love Vegas. I still kind of like Vegas, but I was out there all the time with my friends, and I couldn't very well. I mean, I could have, but to be able to go to Vegas and not have to lie why I'm in Vegas.
Yeah.
All the things that come along with being honest to somebody.
It's really important that no relationship will be authentic unless you are your authentic self, and I think that's something that's couldn't be more true for pride,
right?
And that's really hard. And I do feel for people that are living a half life. Like having their families, having a wife. Some people having a wife and children, and like having to not be honest about who they are is it's heavy. It should make us more grateful and proud and happy for
also,
what we have.
Yeah, but also having, what's the word? The people that are in those marriages, the people that can't come out, like, I don't know if the word is compassion or understanding, but
yeah,
not to tear those people down because they're not living like we do. And I kind of feel like maybe sometimes that's a little bit of the culture in the gay world.
Yeah, because there's jokes, right? You open Grindr, and how many DL married guys are going to be on Grindr? Like,
exactly.
There's a specific stigma with DL dudes.
Yeah, because they're always the most fun.
Not always. Some of them are the creepiest. When I've been on Grindr and like hung out with DL guys, some of them were the worst. Oh, wow.
Oh, so you've hung out with DL guys on Grindr?
Of course.
Interesting.
I'm a gay man, and I came out at 11 years old. You think I wasn't doing the weirdest shit on the internet?
I'm trying to think.
I had some very unhealthy, weird relationships at very early ages. Like my first boyfriend, I was 12 and he was 18.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
And I would talk to older people.
Should have known better.
Huh?
He should have known better.
Of course. I talk to older guys. Like, I feel like that's a certain gay experience, though, is like, maybe it may have been yours, but I do know that runs, like, if it's a daddy issue thing or something, but like a lot of gay men that I know had those kind of interesting relationships with older people, or when they were young and underage, like, I would always lie about my age, which is so funny because, like, I'll look at photos of myself when I was like 14, 15. It's like, you look like a child. Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
it's a weird
That is some
common
risky
experience.
business.
I would even talk, like, I'd go on Omegle, or I'd meet strangers online, and then like we'd Skype each other, and I'd talk to like older, like 20, 30-year-olds when I was like middle school and high school, because I knew I was attracted to older guys. And it's a pride episode, so I should talk about this stuff, and it makes for interesting conversation because I don't really think about it until I'm talking about it, right? Until I remember, like, whew, these are moments, and now I am that age, and I am at an old, like, I am an adult, and it blows my mind. Like, when you're in it and you're a kid, you're like,
So
oh, this
you're
is so
you're still attracted to older men.
yeah,
It didn't like flop, and you're like starting to be attracted to younger men.
or people my own age even. Like, I'm like, I feel like there are people my age, but I'm usually attracted to older guys. I guess it just went that way because when you're in it.
Like, what's your ideal age? We're talking like grandpa. you like 60s,
75 and rich.
You like him.
75
You like
and
him.
rich. Very rich.
That's okay. I can get down with that.
No, my ideal age, I don't know. There's
Or
no
like
ideal age.
physique, or like,
No, I don't really have a specific
all right.
preference. I think as like a gay man, I'm just really into like an older man, like somebody that's lived a little life. You know what I mean? I think that's like the gay thing though. Like, all gay guys talk about it. They're like, we love working man hands. We love like.
I've never heard that, by the way.
Really?
No.
Come on.
The closest I've heard is you called me farm fingers. It's always fucking farm fingers. I trimmed my nails today. Look, no dirt. No dirt.
So you couldn't be my type.
I had to trim my nails because my dog killed a chicken, so I had to deal with the chicken, and then I was like dead chicken in my hands and nails and stuff, and I was farm life.
Choking that chicken.
Hi.
Farm life. No, yeah, I think it's like an older guy thing. I mean, come on, I'm like a Lana Del Rey gay. That's what they all talk about. Lolita. When I was a kid in high school, I was like, oh, I'm Lolita. You don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. But I'm just thinking, like, I've always been the opposite. I've always been like kind of a younger.
Cradle robber.
not that young, but.
So you would have been one of the older guys I was talking to on Omegle.
Omegle?
Omegle.
I don't know.
Or like Chat Roulette. It was like those websites.
Oh, I know Chat Roulette.
Yeah, like you random people you meet online.
I think that when I was younger, I was definitely more interested in older, but not older like my age now. Probably like your age.
Yeah.
20s, early 30s. And then as I got to my 30s, it was more of like my own age. And now that I'm getting older, I feel like anybody that I look at, I'm like, oh, they're handsome.
What's your definition of older? What does older begin to you?
Older to me? Well, older than me. I'm almost 50.
So older will always be
like,
older than
I would
you.
go like 60 plus.
Okay.
And I know there are handsome, like Richard Gere is.
Oh, he's very handsome.
He's very handsome.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford. Like, there are really handsome
Twin Peaks guy.
Older men.
I think age gaps are also a very common thing in the gay world. I see it quite often.
Yeah.
But I guess that would make sense. Like, it's not like we have the biggest pond to work with. I mean, now it's more, we're getting there, but like, it's not the biggest pond to work with.
Something like
so
almost 10% of the population identifies as
that's
gay or bi or
but
something.
Still, nonetheless, it's not like it is for straight people. So I think it makes sense that those kinds of relationships are a little bit more common.
I bet you it's a lot more if the DL not closeted people weren't actually closeted.
Yeah.
And everyone was just like a real statistic.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be.
I mean, come on, it shows
higher.
time and time again
like
in
50,
animals
50.
and different parts of the world, different animals, creatures, whatever. It's a thing. Like,
yeah. And you know what's really interesting to me too, in the Smithsonian documentary, which I'll have to put the link in the description so people can watch it, is that up until the 1900s, it wasn't such an abomination to be gay.
Yeah.
Especially for women. Like a Boston marriage. Have you ever heard that? A Boston marriage?
No.
It's like two lesbians that live together.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as frowned upon like in the 1800s and before.
Yeah.
He's tearing up, everybody. I think that sign, it is so freaking hot
I'm
in
really
this room.
emotional with pride. It's time. You're already calling time?
Is it not? I feel like we've been doing this forever. Hold on. I need a fan. Here, give this to me and say, will you like my paper? Oh, it's so hot in here. I can't even think to answer a question. Can I get a fan? Can I get a fan? Carice. You got to ask me if I would like, oh, my fucking mic wasn't up. Okay, hold on. It's so hot in here because it's gay pride. It's so hot in here. I can't even begin to answer a question. It's so hot. No, Carice, the air is not on.
Who's Carice?
Ask me if I want your paper.
Would you like my paper? Fucking do it yourself. Fucking get the fuck out of here. Make me do your shit.
I can't. You're a shitty gay if you don't know that. How do you not know that?
I am a shitty gay.
I'm going to have to educate you on your proper Madonna grammar. Jesus Christ.
Edge me, don't educate me. All right.
Are you into edging? Did we actually get into this the last time?
Yeah, well, edging and gooning are different, but I kind of had them wrapped up in the same thing. Not what I'm talking
They
about.
can be the same thing.
Well,
You can do both at once.
We can do an edge and a goon session.
Yeah.
A goon and an edge.
But what would you rather have most? If you were edging somebody and they started gooning,
I feel like I would
do?
just edge until I goon, right? When you edge, because edging makes it feel even better and you get like an explosion, and then by the time you get to that explosion, it's kind of like a natural goon because you're it's
No, but they goon the whole time. But what would you do if somebody started gooning when you were
like while I'm with them?
Yeah.
I guess I'd roll with it.
Would you start gooning too?
Probably not.
No?
I'd probably try not to giggle.
They might think that is.
But who knows? If I'm into it, I
gooning.
might be like, it's hot. Like I might be in it, but I might be in it, but I don't know if I'd be like in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in it in different ways.
Very much. Gay pride. Gay relationships. Monogamy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of relationships, especially in the gay realm, that are untraditional.
Mm-hmm.
Was that equally as common when you were out in like West Hollywood in your 20s? When you were meeting gay people, was that as common? Like, were there lots of like polyamorous, open relationships?
Well, first of all, polyamorous is something I feel like I've learned in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I've only ever had one experience with a married couple, and I didn't necessarily enjoy it. I can't really speak on that. I don't know.
Fair enough. You weren't
it's the gay culture. I feel like it's always kind of been the way it is.
I just thought I'd ask. I assumed it probably has always been about the same.
Yeah.
I think it just all goes into like the gay lifestyle and like gay people. We just happen to be a little bit more free, which is funny. It's like the opposite. We don't have a lot of freedoms, or we didn't, and so on the other end, it's like we just live life like it is our last life, and I think that's a good thing.
Well, I think that men too. Just you get two men together, and it's a different chemistry and different needs than you would have if you were with a woman.
But does that make you wonder, like, if a straight man is denying that? Like, if so many gay men are open...
That's why I feel like so many straight men cheat.
Got me there. You got me there. Yeah.
And that's probably an unfair statistic or statement to make, but I feel like you hear about it a lot, right?
I mean, it's like
and
half
I know
of my
women
memes.
cheat.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I don't really care. I'm gay.
I don't care.
I don't have to worry about it. I'm not straight. Let me ask you some.
Yeah.
Because I am a very good interviewer.
Okay.
As you've noticed,
Yeah,
right? You're supposed to say, yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Hat on backwards or regular?
During?
During.
Backwards during.
Okay. Socks on or socks off?
Socks on.
Socks on.
High socks, which people hate in the comments.
Those are not high socks.
When they're up like that, to me, that's high enough. Like, I like this kind of sock. Yeah, those are okay.
These are high socks. These are a little old. They're stretched
Maybe a little too high. Like this, and like a backwards
like
hat.
a pantyhose.
This and a backwards hat. That's fun.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs. But both are sexy to me. Oh, wait, no, briefs are the little ones?
Well, you have briefs,
I like
little
boxer
ones.
briefs.
Boxer briefs, so it's like the two.
Yeah, I like the two together.
Okay.
Like sexy, tight, like like these. I like these.
Ooh.
It's musky trunks, right? Oh my god, I'm sweating. You see the sweat in me. These kind. Those are more boxery than I think other boxer briefs
Yeah.
are.
I love boxer briefs. I love tidy whities. I love a classic Calvin Klein tidy whitey.
What do you got?
I have Calvin Klein's.
Show us.
No,
Show us.
I'm not showing
It's
you my
Musky
panties.
Trunks. Show me your panties. See, it didn't take much convincing. Take it off. Ooh, got some ball musk just permeating the air.
All right. Cut or uncut?
I like both. It just depends.
No, side by side.
I can't. Like
Same size, same guy.
I would say
Cut
like
or uncut?
chances are I'm gonna be a bad gay and pick cut because I've had too many experiences with people that were not keeping themselves up clean. But if it's clean and like it's hot, it is an extra hot factor to me. Like because it's natural. Like you're a natural
but
guy.
not clean?
Yeah, but that's great. Yeah, that's
Like
what
cheese?
So it's like yeah. So it's more
I've never had that.
reliable uncut.
I've had that experience in the trunk, but not.
Oh yeah. It's more reliably when it's cut. What about you? Cut or uncut? It also depends on like how long. Like when it goes all the way over and it becomes like a fucking
Like an elephant trunk.
like a little.
I don't like if it doesn't come up back.
Yeah.
Like if you can't pull it back, I'm not into it. The mushroom is the best part. So it depends on the mushroom. Shaved or natural in the crack?
I like it natural.
Yeah.
I don't like I mean, people love a smooth bottom. I don't know. I don't want a smooth bottom. I like
don't
hair
get that much-
hair around, but not on the cheek. I don't mind. Like if you have a little hair in your butt cheek, it's not gonna
Yeah.
bother me. But like I like
not like a bear hair.
Yeah, but I like it like on the inside.
Okay. Have you ever been with somebody who has a Prince Albert?
No, I've only been with somebody that's had like the taint one.
Oof. Yeah. I've never had either.
Yeah.
I would say no, thank you. I'm not into it. I'd be like, just flip over.
That sounds so.
But
painful.
take it out, then it's even weirder because there's a
awful.
big old hole in it.
How does that work?
It's-
I already
it's
pee
too
in like 3
mutilating.
streams when I pee, so I couldn't imagine like.
That's why my bathroom smells like piss every time.
Oh
you
fuck!
leave.
Yeah, sure. Woo!
I'm the older generation, but I feel like from the sounds of it, you got an early start with things. So your experience is probably just as
Oh no, you've definitely lived much
in
more
depth
life than
as
I've
mine.
lived. No, you were a gay young man in West Hollywood in the fucking early 2000s.
And
That's a very different lifestyle than I got. COVID and Trump in my 20s.
but that was only a couple years. You were at 12 years old dating people online.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it was good or healthy. And I was in Arizona
I'm
still.
not telling you say anything I did in West Hollywood in the early 2000s was good and healthy.
It was probably
certainly wasn't.
more legal and more fun.
More legal and more fun. I don't know about more fun, but more legal. I
Definitely more
didn't
legal.
break the law. Besides smoking weed, but that has nothing to do with it.
That's like very minimal. There's certain aspects of the gay culture I do wish I had experienced. I do wish I.
That's why you gotta live it
Yeah,
now.
but I don't think I can. Like all of it. Like I want the music. I want the performers, the art.
There
I want
are
to be
nights,
gay in
though.
Broadway
We
in the
gotta
fucking
find-
90s and 80s, 90s with like
Yeah,
great
but-
musicals and great art. Like not everything that's just thrown out now. So I feel like that's
Then you got to make the art. You got to find the nights. There are themed nights. There has to be.
Yeah.
There was when I was in my prime.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I'm
I
sure
told
they
you
have, like-
about 80s nights. There's got to be like 90s nights and stuff.
Sure.
Find them. Let's go.
Donna Summer nights, Britney nights. They do all that kind of stuff.
And if not,
Share
let's find a
nights.
place that we can DJ those.
Yeah.
I feel like Musky Trunks.
Musky Trunks DJing.
Would you guys,
Loves to
any
say.
listeners, would you come to a club if you knew that Joffe Pops here and I were going to DJ?
I think they would, just so they could throw acid in my face.
If
Actually,
you
don't get any
do-
ideas.
If you do come, we will have it. It will be like trunks only.
A Musky Trunks mixer.
Dress code is underwear. You're not allowed to come in if you have a shirt on. No shirts, no pants.
Yeah.
No shoes. Socks. Actually, I guess you'll have to have shoes because it's liability, right? So socks, shoes, trunks.
Yeah.
Hats on backwards. Got to have a little bit of belly, a little chest. No piercings. Anything else? This is it's like a singles ad for you.
Singles ad for me.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, if you were going to read
Oh.
a singles ad,
I see
a
what you mean.
listing, like this.
Oh my god. What?
Gay.
It's hard when you're
Gay.
sober. It's hard to be. I feel like I'm more fun when I have something to drink.
I
I'm more
feel like
lively.
it's
It is brutal in here.
the Sahara in
I know
here.
you're sweating through your makeup.
My makeup running off my face.
It is.
I knew today was not the day to try new mascara. So you
Huh.
see, they don't know my hair is gray. I have to dye my lashes.
Dye your lashes.
I dye my lashes. I dye my beard. I dye my hair.
You're joking. You don't dye your lashes.
I dye my lashes.
How the fuck do you dye
The
lashes?
Q-tip.
With the actual hair dye?
Yeah.
Like, what if it happened to get in your eye?
Well, it hasn't yet, and I've been doing it for like 10 years.
That's crazy. Your eyelashes? You're just fucking with me. I've never heard of anyone
Who
that
the fuck
dyes.
dyes
Okay,
their
I'm like,
eyelashes?
what the fuck is wrong with
I
you?
use mascara for it. I
Use
just
mascara?
said.
You actually though?
Yes.
You're wearing mascara?
Yeah, can you see right there? Sit in your seat, bitch.
Could tell you just had such luscious eyelashes. I couldn't tell.
Do not wear mascara.
Couldn't be surprised. Mask and mascara.
Ooh, mask. You got anything worthy to say?
I don't think today has been my worthy of communication day. I've been kind of excommunicated after our last Musky Trunks reel. I'm in timeout.
I brought these glasses for you, so when we go out to West Hollywood, you can wear them and nobody will recognize you, because I don't want to get flogged because of the things that you've said on this podcast.
I've said some really horrible things, apparently.
Did you just pull that out your ass?
Just pull my ass.
What else you got up there?
Wouldn't you like to
Some
know?
chocolate?
Ugh. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. What do you got to say? Give us something in closing. Something profound. What is the best thing that has happened to you in the last week?
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well. No, we got 10,000.
That's the
Musky
best thing
Trunks.
that happened to you?
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Okay.
10K on Musky Trunks. Is
That
not
is pretty. No, that's awesome.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that is very
Mr.
exciting.
Celebrity over here. He's like, fuck, what's 10,000?
I'm already intraweb famous. Okay, so if you don't know me, you just gotta Google me. Autographs after, please. That is exciting. What's the worst thing that's happened to you? Present experience aside.
I think you know. Me being labeled the Republicans, the worst thing that could happen this week.
Really? So the best and worst thing that's happened to you has to do with this podcast. I hope everyone listening recognizes that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are the best and worst thing that's happened to him.
Yeah, best and worst.
Well,
about you?
I can't say that either one have to do with the podcast.
No, tell me what was your best.
I don't know. I feel like I've had a couple really good parenting moments this week.
Great.
And that's felt good. I convinced my son that he should throw himself into coding because he really wants to learn coding, but he wouldn't take the first step, and then it just with the right, I don't know, encouragement and direction, it just kind of started happening. And now he's obsessed and he's not been on the video games. And it's kind of like I led him to the water and he learned how to drink.
Yeah.
That felt good.
That's great.
I don't know if that's the best, but that's one
I think
highlight.
just being a proud dad moment. Like that's the best. Being
That's
a dad
always
was your highlight.
Yeah, I feel like that's always going to be my...
I think that's beautiful. And I think that's a great way to tie it back to pride. Being proud of being a proud father, but more than that is also just like being the kind of parent that not just gay people, but everybody deserves. And a lot of gay people didn't have.
Yeah.
A good parent that loves you unconditionally.
I was lucky.
And Crow's lucky. And Rosa.
They're lucky. We're lucky. You're lucky. You got me.
My dad.
Here's to being gay. Here's to being proud. Here is to fucking the haters. Live your life to the fullest as you see fit without harming or hurting anybody else. And remember to be the example of what you want the world to be.
Be it. And share your experience with us. Share your pride. Share what you're proud of this month and all year round. And maybe tell us a little bit about your coming out and your stories, where you come from, what brought you to us. Was it because we're gay or is it because of something else? I don't know. We just want to know.
Maybe your armpit.
Maybe it was my armpit, which is a little gay.
And what was the number one song in the Hot 100 Billboard charts when you were born?
That's a good one.
Would be fun if people actually listed that. I would be curious.
Yeah, I would like to know what our followers, when they were born.
Yeah, unless you were born to a Britney song, forget it.
Fuck off.
Just kidding.
Fuck out of here. Or Sheryl Crow. No, actually, I can't even talk bad about her.
Don't talk
See,
shit
I
about
can love
Sheryl Crow.
both. I can like two things.
Oh, I can balance.
I can balance.
Little balls? Going back to little balls?
Wouldn't you know a lot about that?
Little balls? I have big balls. Your balls are actually smaller than mine.
You wouldn't know. You like you know my balls. Don't act like you know my balls.
Everybody on OnlyFans knows your balls.
What's an OnlyFans?
Are we done? It's fucking hot.
It's
in
brutal,
here.
dude. Goodbye. Time to say goodbye.
What is a closing song?
What I just sang.
I thought
Bitch.